Troy, maybe you can start by talking about your overall impressions of the game. You're obviously made a push back in the third there. What did you like about your team's game tonight?
Yeah, I liked the pushback. Thought we looked good in the O-zone, obviously without scoring a bunch of goals, but spread things out, got a lot of good quality chances. But it's sort of a story of how a lot of our games have gone. It's, you know, when you get down in this league, it's going to be tough to chase the game, and we've been chasing it a lot. So we need to have that start. We need to have that pushback right from the opening puck drop if we're going to be successful.
Rylind, can you talk about the experience of playing in this building?
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. We had a lot of fans, and I mean, they showed up and they cheered, and, you know, there was a lot of little girls' teams, and, you know, and I think we set a great impression and hopefully gave them something to look forward to in their future.
Sarah, can you build on that a little bit for us? You're a veteran with Team Canada. What does it mean to see those fans on this tour, those young girls with the sign saying future PWHL player, and that you know that you're inspiring that next generation?
Mm-hmm. I think it's just special. Obviously, we play for Toronto. I'm from Ontario, and so we're so spoiled with, you know, sports, women's hockey there. And to come to BC and be embraced by, you know, Vancouver, the Canucks, and all the girls' organizations throughout the province has been incredible. They don't usually get women's hockey. You know, we may get one game a year. And so to be here, for them to show up, and also to see all of the other women's sports that were here. You know, we had rugby sevens, we had the girls from the NSL. And so I think it's just special because it shows that, you know, we have created this platform for women's sports, and I know that it's just going to snowball and continue with other sports throughout the country.
Rylind, the fact that your old team, the UBC Thunderbirds women's hockey team, was in the crowd to watch today, did you notice when they were announced, and were you sort of aware of their presence?
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to a lot of them still and keep touch, so I know that they were going to come and they were going to, you know, bring the signs or the shirts or whatever. So I did notice that, and yeah, it was great to have their support.
And then for Troy, I just wanted to ask you about the new additions of Savannah and
Skimmer.
Yeah. Just what they brought to the team and sort of how they're fitting in so far.
Yeah, they've been great additions. Enjoyed all my interactions with them, like the coach-athlete interactions. I think they fit in great with our group. Women's hockey is so small. There's so many relationships, whether they're on opposite teams or not. But I've really enjoyed actually coaching them so far. And then I think their on-ice performance has been great. Obviously, Harmon fits in nice with Fast. And Skamura is just one of those players that can play up and down the lineup, but obviously, you know, get some opportunities on their power play and pound to kill as well. So they both fit in very well.
And for Sarah, how do you manage having a moment like this where it's about exposing the league and growing the league, but also, you know, your team's form and getting back in the win column, which wasn't successful today, but how do you kind of manage the competitive side and the growing the game side?
Yeah, it's a healthy balance, because I think growing the game, leaving a footprint, doing the community outreach, that's so integral to who we are and what we've been doing for our entire careers. And so that's just something that's so normal for us. And then when you think of a game like this, obviously, like, it's not a preseason, it's not an exhibition game. Like, these are 3 points that are very meaningful. And I think that we've done a great job of being professionals and rising to the occasion. And I know today that, unfortunately, we didn't win, which is tough and it's disappointing. But I think I was very proud of how our team stuck to the game plan and we started executing. And, you know, that's the hardest thing about this league. Like, it's hard to win. But I really believe that by us continuing to stick together and stick with what we're, you know, focusing on, we're going to have some success.
And for Troy, you've seen a lot of places that women's hockey's played in this country. Where does Vancouver for the PWHL kind of rank in that ranking?
Tonight was awesome. I mean, I usually go out in the warm-up for probably 5 minutes to just kind of get a little bit of a feel for the atmosphere, and I stayed the entire warm-up because I actually just love sitting back and watching our players enjoy the atmosphere, but also watching a lot of the young kids and the signs they bring. Just special, and you know, it's just unique. You know you're in a great hockey environment when two teams are battling against each other and the majority of their fans are cheering for both sides. Like, very seldom do you get a player announcement at the start of the game and you're getting standing ovations for both teams. So just a special environment, and just obviously great to be part of it. We wish obviously we came out on the better half of it.
Troy, what made you want to go back to Kristen Campbell today, and what did you think of her first action in the last couple games?
Yeah, we ultimately the plan was for Kirk to get a win in the Ottawa game. Obviously, that we came up short in that game. The plan all along, no matter what happened in that game, was to come back with Soupy in this one. Right from the start of the year, we've kind of deemed Soupy as our number one goalie. So the little break gave Kirk an opportunity to get some starts. I thought she did her job. She played well in those games. Obviously, she'd like to have that last one back in the Ottawa game. As far as Soupy's game tonight, I think it's part of us chasing the game. She's got to be better earlier. I think she knows that. I think our group knows it. I think if she's better earlier in that game, it probably gives us a little bit of time to get our legs under us, and we maybe find a way to win that game. So I think she knows that. We've had plenty of conversations. I think she will be better moving forward.